We're all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. King now, off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. I'm looking for a better play coming up on third. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. King. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Throwing on 1st down. Monroe. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher. So sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor. But on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
2nd On 1st and 10. Monroe over the middle, complete to Samuel. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Pick up, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Monroe. He finds his man, complete. That's McGee. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Monroe. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Falcons put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time, and the Falcons score to cap it off. touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Oftentimes, broken tackles are his specialties. And put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. King. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Up the middle they go. It's Simmons. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I don't like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now this throw caught left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. King. He finds his man. Complete. That's Simmons. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Back to throw. King. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on 2nd down. Monroe. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Monroe. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Back to throw again. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Miami set to take over. To throw is King. Throwing to start the drive. Open here, Adam Thielen. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
King looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man once again, it's Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. King. Open man right side, Myers. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and he curls back inside for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. King. Caught. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Quarterback quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll look to throw again. Fluck, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Back to throw. King. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal. Looking to throw. King. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. That time a 9-play drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Monroe. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we working with a 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Monroe looking for his running back, and he's got it. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Throwing on first down, Monroe. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up. The other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off-play action. Monroe. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Monroe. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hawkinson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of... Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. operating from the gun. Monroe. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, London, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Credit Melvin Ingram, able to get into the backfield and make the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Monroe. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now King to throw on second down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, King. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's King, looking to throw on second down. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. King. Open man is Thielen is complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Looking to throw. King. And he's got it. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a handoff up the middle. Simmons. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On 1st and 10, Monroe looking middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there. First down at a 21-yard gain. Now they try the right side here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Monroe, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Monroe. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
His throw caught at about the 5. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On second down, it's Simmons trying to find a lane, but instead they get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by a field goal. And time, a huge factor. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. London holds this one in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. He'll look to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McGee. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Let's go now, let's go now.
He's back to throw. Into the hands of London. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Looking for London on the out route, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game. Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Off the play fake. Monroe forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Looking to throw. Monroe. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Monroe finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Miami set to take over. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Pardon, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Falcons are going to win the game. As just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.